Have you ever felt the heavy weight of a task? You know you should start, but your mind just whispers later? That heavy weight once plagued Kiran, a young monk tasked with the essential, daily duty of copying ancient scrolls. Kiran was deeply devout and hardworking, yet every morning the simple task felt like an insurmountable mountain. He'd find endless excuses, fixing his quill, sweeping the dust off his desk, or simply watching the sunlight move across the monastery wall. He knew the work was necessary, but the spirit of later was a relentless thief, stealing his peace and replacing it with stress and guilt. As the days passed, his duties mounted, and the very peace he sought in the monastery began to slip away. Desperate, Kiran approached the old master, the sage of the monastery. "Master," he confessed, "I am plagued by the spirit of later. How can I break free from this thief of time that steals my days and my peace?" The master smiled gently. He did not lecture Kiran on discipline. Instead, he gave him a small, seemingly pointless task. "I want you to dig a small, perfect trench in the garden. No longer than your arm before the midday bell." Kiran was confused. He had scrolls to copy. This small ditch felt like another distraction, but he obeyed. He forced himself to focus only on the trench. He dug, he smoothed the dirt, and finished the task easily, with time to spare. He returned to the master, asking now. The master's voice was soft but firm. "The secret to moving a mountain, Kiran, is not the grand plan. It is starting with the very first stone. You defeated the spirit of later just now, not with willpower, but by making the first step so small it could not be resisted. Your mind fights large tasks. It is intimidated by the scroll, but it does not argue over preparing the ink. It rebels against copying 10 pages, but it accepts sharpening one quill. The fight against procrastination is won not by motivation, but by eliminating resistance." Kiran returned to his desk, but this time, his mind was clear. He no longer told himself, "Copy the whole scroll." Instead, he whispered, "Prepare the ink and sit." Once the ink was prepared, the resistance was gone. He then told himself, "Draw the first character." The task was too small for the spirit of later to bother fighting, and soon, momentum took over. By the end of the day, his pile of completed scrolls was neat and orderly. He had finally found peace, not through grand effort, but through simple, small beginnings. And that is the profound lesson of the monk who conquered procrastination. The key is not finding massive motivation, it is eliminating resistance. When a task seems too large, break it down until the first step is so small it takes less energy to do it than it takes to think about resisting it. That small action creates the momentum that carries you through to the finish. What is the smallest step you will take today to start that big goal? Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe to Tales by Azee for more stories that build a better mindset. Thank you for listening.